What if your brain was never designed to give you peace? What if the replaying, the rehearsing, the 2 a.m. spirals? What if none of that is a character flaw, but a survival system running exactly the way it was built to run? Here's the truth most people never learn. Overthinking is not a thinking problem. It's a wiring problem. Every time you spiral, your brain carves that loop a little deeper, like a trail worn into grass. The more you walk it, the more automatic it becomes. Most people will spend their entire lives strengthening the exact circuits that torture them. They'll call it just how I am. But not you. Not after this video. In the next 9 minutes, you're going to learn 10 habits that physically rewire an overthinking brain. Not positive thinking. Not just relax. Mechanisms. Let's begin. Habit 1. Name the thought. When a spiral starts, most people do one of two things. They fight it, or they obey it. Both make it stronger. Calm minds do something different. They label it. That's the replay loop. That's catastrophizing. That's my brain scanning for danger. Here's why this works. Putting a feeling into words dials down the amygdala, your brain's alarm system, and hands control back to the part of you that thinks clearly. The moment you name a thought, you're no longer inside it. You're looking at it. Name it to tame it. Habit 2. Get it out of your head. An overthinking brain keeps problems open because it's terrified of forgetting them. So it repeats them. Again. And again. Most people let their skull be the storage room. That's like keeping 40 browser tabs open and wondering why the system runs slow. Write the thought down. Paper. Notes app. Doesn't matter. Once your brain sees the problem is stored somewhere safe, it stops shouting reminders. A written worry is a closed tab. Habit 3. Give your worry an appointment. This sounds ridiculous. It works. Pick 15 minutes a day. Same time every day. That's your worry window. When a spiral shows up at midnight, you tell it, "Not now. You're scheduled for 5 p.m." Most people negotiate with every worry the moment it arrives. So their brain learns that worrying gets instant attention. You're going to teach it the opposite. Contained worry loses its power. Scattered worry runs your life. Worry on your schedule, not on its. And really quickly, if you're still watching, it means part of you recognizes these loops. Most people clicked away 2 minutes ago. But you're still here because you're actually serious about changing this. That's exactly who I make these videos for. So if you want more of them, subscribe. Now, habit 4. Move when the loop starts. Rumination loves a still body. Most people spiral in exactly 2 positions, lying in bed or slumped in a chair, scrolling. Here's the mechanism. Movement burns off the stress chemicals your spiral runs on and floods the brain with the very molecules that grow new connections. You don't need a gym. A 10-minute walk interrupts the loop. You can't always think your way out of overthinking, but you can walk out of it. Motion quiets the mind. Habit 5. Do one thing at a time. An overthinking brain is a brain trained to be everywhere at once. And most people train it all day long. Texting while eating. Scrolling while watching. 10 tabs, 3 conversations, 0 presence. Every switch teaches your brain that attention should be scattered. Then you wonder why it won't settle at night. Single tasking is attention rehab. 1 meal, no phone. 1 task, 1 screen. A brain that can hold one thing can finally let go of everything else. Where attention goes, wiring grows. Habit 6. Ask the only question that matters. When a worry grabs you, calm people run it through one filter. Can I control this? If yes, they take one small action, immediately. Action closes the loop. If no, they practice releasing it. Because thinking harder about the uncontrollable is just suffering in advance. Most people do the reverse. They avoid the problems they could act on and obsess over the ones they can't. Control what you can. Release what you can't. Worry is not preparation. Habit 7. Give decisions a deadline. Overthinkers don't struggle to think. They struggle to finish thinking. Most people leave decisions open for days. The reply, the purchase, the conversation. And every open decision is a background program draining the battery. So set a rule. Small decisions get 2 minutes. Medium ones get a day. Then you decide with what you have. Here's the secret. Your first well-informed choice and your 40th are usually the same choice. The extra 39 laps bought you nothing but exhaustion. Decide, then make it right. A decided mind is a quiet mind. Habit 8. Come back to your senses. A spiral only exists in 2 places, the past and the future. Your senses only exist in one, now. When the loop takes over, most people try to argue with it. A debate you can't win, the loop makes the rules. Don't argue, change channels. 5 things you can see, 4 you can feel, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. This isn't a cute trick. You're pulling the brain out of its storytelling network and into its sensing network. They can't both run at full volume. You can't spiral and notice at the same time. Habit 9. Talk to yourself like someone you love. Listen to the voice narrating your spirals. I always ruin it. I'm so stupid. Why am I like this? Now try the experiment. Switch to your own name. Okay, Alex, what's actually going on here? What would you tell a friend in this exact situation? It feels strange. It works. Using your name creates distance, the same distance you have when advising a friend. And you're brilliant at solving your friend's problems. Most people speak to themselves in a tone they'd never tolerate from anyone else. Become your own advisor, not your own prosecutor. Habit 10. Guard your sleep like your life depends on it. Because your wiring does. One rough night, and the amygdala, that alarm system from habit 1, becomes dramatically more reactive. Everything feels like a threat. So you overthink more, so you sleep less, so it gets worse. Most people try to fix their thinking while sabotaging the organ doing the thinking. Caffeine at 6 p.m., screens at midnight, 5 hours of sleep. Same bedtime. Cool, dark room. Phone in another room. Sleep isn't rest from rewiring your brain. Sleep is when the rewiring happens. Protect the night, and the day gets quieter. Final thoughts. Let's lock it in. Name the thought. Write it down. Schedule the worry. Move your body. Do one thing at a time. Ask, can I control this? Give decisions a deadline. Come back to your senses. Speak to yourself by name. And guard your sleep. None of these are complicated. That's the point. Your brain built the overthinking loop through repetition. It will build the quiet the exact same way. Practice these, and you won't just feel calmer. You'll be calmer, steadier, clearer, harder to shake, because your wiring changed. If this hit home, comment the words, quiet mind, so I know you're one of the few who made it all the way here. Like the video so it reaches someone still stuck in the loop. And send this to the friend whose mind never seems to rest. You know exactly who. Subscribe if you're serious about rebuilding your brain. This is what we do here. Stay present, stay quiet, stay unshakable.